As much as I love skating, my favorite part is grinding. That feeling of flying towards a ledge and jumping on a specific pose and just surfing your way to the end. Now, I'm learning to skate rails, but most of all, I love skating ledges. And my favorite ledge is here at Marsh Creek Park in Raleigh. I've been here recently. I came a few weeks ago, and I was skating a flat setup. And while I love skating flat, when you're here to grind, you want to skate anti-rocker. So today I'm on the USD Carbons with the USD VII sole plate and 50/50 prime frames anti-rocker. The USD Carbons are my favorite boot. The carbon is stiff and rigid and gives a really good responsiveness. And the soft skin makes a really custom fit. The USD VII sole plate is my favorite sole plate. But unfortunately, USD doesn't make the USD VII anymore. And finally, the 50/50 prime frames. We just got these in last week for the team, and I'm finally going to be able to skate them in white. Now, I know color doesn't make any difference to performance, but when I look down and I see this white sole plate with these white frames, I think it's going to really help. So my 3 goals for today. First of all, back at Marsh skating anti-rocker, so it's ledge day. I've been working on topside tricks at the warehouse, and I'm getting pretty confident with my top acid, and I can actually land a fish brain from time to time. So if I can get my top acid, I'm going to try to do a fish. My second goal, every time I come out here, I say, I'm going to back farve the top step of that ledge. And every time I come out here, I get so tired that I forget to do it. Well, I've been practicing my back farves. I've got a great anti-rocker setup, and I've got a whole bunch of wax. So I'm going to make it happen. And my third trick, I can't think of a better anti-rocker ledge trick than a backside torque slide. So I'm going to work on that. But first, it's time to warm up. Oh, I love anti-rocker. It is just so effortless to grind ledges like this. I know that I feel better when I skate flat skating. Like, completely honest, it feels better when I'm skating, especially pumping around those bowls. It felt better skating flat, but honestly, it didn't feel that much better. Like, I felt it was easier to carve, but I also kind of like that alignment that I get with skating anti-rocker, where I can cut my line and just go directly where I want to, instead of the little wiggle that I might have with a slight rocker skating flat. And grinds, I mean, no question, this is an amazing setup for grinds. Royales, usually I stick the first few times, absolutely no problems. That back farve just, that's the trick that I love, and I struggled to do that on a flat setup with the prime frames. Now, obviously, there are frames out there that you can do back farves on. These prime frames are great. We designed them for anti-rocker, and I think they really shine for anti-rocker. All right, first goal, I'm gonna try this top acid. I've been doing them at the warehouse, so I feel like I can do it. The big difference is the coping versus the flat ledge. So being able to lock on top acid isn't a problem. It's being able to lock on and squish and slide. That's that second step that I need to do here on a ledge that I haven't had to do at the warehouse. So let's see how it goes. I am struggling to get this trick. It is so easy at the warehouse, but it's so hard here. It's the same height, so it's not like I have to jump higher. And obviously I'm committing because I'm falling a lot, but I just can't seem to get my foot to fall off the ledge. It's always going on top. Has a lot to do with the rounded ledge. I love when I can lock on, but it is more difficult to lock on. You'll see the ones that I almost lock, I miss that ledge by like an inch, and the curve really throws me off because I don't know, I'm used to a straight ledge. Rather than use all my energy, I think I'm going to try to do my back farv and then my backside torque slide, and then if I have time and I feel up to it, I'm going to come back to this topside trick. Man, I've done it before, but I don't know that I've done it that well. The trick is speed. I was over as far away as I could and just running so that I could get the speed to this back farv. And then even then, when I landed it, I didn't have any speed coming off. Like if I gave that much speed going the other direction, I mean, I'd gap off into the lawn so far. All right. Focusing on this torque slide foot, I'm going to do a backside torque slide on the curve ledge. All right, not great. I want to have it like I have my back farv, where I can smack it down, I can grab it like a gentleman and just coast through. That was at least less of a walk on. I think I left with both feet. I'll have to check the tape, but I think I left with both feet. I felt like I locked on good. That one time I locked on so good, I couldn't get off. This groove is so deep, I couldn't jump off the ledge, which is where I fell. All right, I'm gonna try doing some top acids on the flat ledge, the low one, and just see that I can get my topside trick back, and then I'm gonna transfer over to the curved ledge. I mean, come on. It's gotta be the ledge, right? I mean, if I could lock solid the first try, it's gotta be that curve that's causing the problem. All right. 5 more tries on the curve, and then I am through with topside tricks for today on this stupid ledge. Interesting change of events. Rather than trying to focus on top acid, which I usually lead with my front foot, and when I lead with my front foot is the guide, which means that my back foot pushes over, and because it's a curved ledge, it misses. I just went straight for fish. I walked on, I'll fully admit it, I don't have Julio's skills with fish brains, but tell you what, that felt pretty amazing. A trick that I've always looked up to as impossible, that granted I need to work on my style and my approach, but I was able to do on my favorite ledge. I hope everybody's doing good, hope everybody's safe and healthy, and I'll see you next week.